the House vote represented the positions of the Nader Gonzalez campaign. I just received information that the White House and the Democratic Party are moving to reverse the vote in the House of Representatives. They may not do it now, but they will do it at the first possibility when they reconvene. All they have to do is turn around about 15 votes, and they got it in the House. The Senate has not yet voted, but it probably has more, Bush bailout has more support in the Senate than it does in the House. They're rushing to deplete you of your tax dollars in the next few days so that it's too late for you to protest. You don't bail out first crooks, speculators, greed hounds, banksters in Wall Street. You bail out first the people who need it, who are innocent, who are so much flotsam and jetsam on the rocky waves of corporate greed. Now, if Barack Obama and John McCain vote for that $700 billion bailout, I think the people of this country should demand that they return all financial contributions that they have received from the Wall Street firms, the speculators, and the crooks. From Goldman Sachs alone, Barack Obama has received, during his presidential campaign, $583,000. John McCain has received $178,000. I wonder why the Goldman Sachs people are investing so heavily in Barack Obama. Overall, Obama has received $25 billion in campaign contributions from financial institutions and insurance companies and real estate companies. McCain, about $3 million less at $22.1 million. If they don't want to return it to the source, they can give it to programs designed to help the homeless and Americans who have been foreclosed in their homes and evicted through no fault of their own. I think there is a huge rumble coming on around the country, an uproar of outrage from people who call themselves Republicans, Democrats, Libertarians, Greens, or Nader Gonzalez supporters. If they vote yes for that bailout, if they vote for a bailout that hasn't been sufficiently subjected to broad and deep congressional hearings, a bailout that might not work at all, and then boomerang, a bailout that might not even be necessary, then they're going to face a taxpayer revolt like there's never been in this country. Where are they going to get to $700 billion? Well, they can get to $700 billion by borrowing it from China, Japan, and Europe. They can get to $700 billion by printing money. They can get to $700 billion by arranging a kind of revolving fund where they buy and they sell and they buy and they sell. Or they get the $700 billion by raising taxes. Every option is risky. This is entirely preventable. I opposed Clinton's financial deregulation mega law in 1999 to open the floodgates to this kind of speculation, secrecy, cover-up, and very, very deceptive marketing of these complex financial institutions. What do we do now? If we're going to bail out anybody, we bail out the prudent and safe investors of America. The very idea that innocent taxpayers who send their money to Washington, D.C. can find that money rewarded corporate crooks and speculators on Wall Street who have tanked their own companies, laid off hundreds of thousands of workers, and then have jumped ship into a golden lifeboat with millions of dollars in severance pay, is outraging millions of people and causing thousands of them to start marching and rallying and going into the streets.